What is up, YouTube? It is the Mister. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome into a brand new series of putting on the work or putting in the work. Words and things, and yeah, putting in the work. It is a brand new series just started on Farm Simulator 19. It is a different map from what I typically play on, so just kind of give you a quick overview here. Uh, some of the additions in the new night Simulator 19 is that you can't uh, you cannot do the trees. You know how you used to be able to go logging and just cut the stuff down. You cannot do that until you actually own the land. As you can see now, there's different little blocks that you have to actually buy that land before you can mow or anything. I am playing on the kind of the medium mode, so as you can see, we do start off with 1.2 million, and that is to buy some equipment and some land to kind of get started, as well as being able to take out a substantial loan afterwards. So let's just kind of dive right into it. We do need to get some equipment. I did have a couple things in mind. I just needed to locate them real quick. Okay, so first off, imagine we need to kind of go to a tractor. I don't think we really need large tractors yet. I mean, there's a decent amount in here. The big thing for this series is the new John Deere series. But let's see. This one right here, I think, is that the Valtra that I was playing on? Love that Valtra. I think it is that one. We do have substantial amounts, so let me just verify. Yeah. So that one should have more than enough horsepower for what we're looking for. But I mean, just the design, the sleekness, I just love it. And you know what? Why don't we go ahead and... Oh, it's not going to let it do it. There we go. Look at that. Twin wheels. Awesome. Love it. We won't necessarily be able to bring it into a bunch of areas, so we may have to kind of switch it, but let's see if they're right there. That's the look, guys. That is the look. Love it. And then, you know what, let's go ahead and max out the engine as well. So that is our very first purchase, guys. We got a decent sized tractor. Now we just need to get a couple of the necessities out of the way. Let's see, so we have that. We definitely need to get a combine. Let's see, I had been using, let's see. You know what, should we get a John Deere, guys? Should we get a John Deere? I'm kind of thinking that either that or the case. They do have a pretty decent amount of storage, 14,000 liters, so let's see. Yeah, we are kind of going down pretty quick, so we may need to get something just a little bit smaller. You know what, let's just go ahead and get it, guys. Let's get the John Deere. So we're going to need that. Wheel setup is fine. Oh, that's just the different tires. Okay. You know what? Send it. We got it. Right? We got it. Now, go in and get our headers quick. You know, for the start with, I probably will just get... Just get the... we don't need all of the headers right to begin with. We only need the corn header if we're doing corn, or... I think this one should work. Let's just make sure. What did we get, guys? We did get the John Deere, so let's make sure we're getting the right one for that right here. Right here. Just make it easy. So we got our combine, we got our tractor. You know what we're gonna need? You know what, we do need to get another tractor. I didn't think about it, guys. We need a small tractor. How about... Yeah, let's just get the Fendt, and we need to make sure on this one, guys, we are getting the narrow tires. In this game, there is crop destruction, and if you have to go out there, if you don't have the skinny tires, you will ruin your harvest. So let's definitely make sure we get that. And just so that at a future date, if we ever need it, we'll go ahead and put that forklift attachment on there. Max out the engine, and we're good to go. Okay, so we're getting there. We now need tippers, and we'll need our fertilizer technology. Go here. I definitely want to get... No, we don't really need the narrow tires on the fertilizer. We always do that beforehand, but I highly recommend getting the 6-meter spread rather than the standard. Definitely helps out a lot. We have that, and then we're gonna need a tipper, and we'll need some kind of planter as well. Or is it a seeder? I can never remember. I think the planter is just for the corn and sunflowers. Yeah, so we need a planter or a seeder. Let's see, get something with a decent range. 104. You know what? That should work. It's a decent size. We can plant pretty much anything. Or should we go for save a little bit of money? Like, you know what? Let's save a little bit of money because we are getting close. But it's either a 6 or a 9. To start off with, the 6 is probably fine. We will upgrade it at a later date as needed. And so the only other thing we need now is we do need a tipper. We have a couple of tractors, but we definitely need that tipper. Right, here we go, guys. And then just to start off with, make sure you don't make this mistake I did the first time, guys, and go for this one. This is kind of like for the sugar cane. Came out with the Platinum Edition. You cannot store all the crops in there. Or no, this one right here. You can see it does the sugar cane and stuff, but it does not do everything. So just make sure you're paying attention, guys, when you do select your tippers. And that is a decent size. We still have some money, so yeah, let's go ahead and get that. We do have the tractor to pull it, so got it. Okay, so let's just do a quick review. Make sure we got a couple tractors. We got our combine with its header. We have a trailer. Oh, we need a cultivator. Cultivator, guys. Once we're done, definitely need cultivator, and we're also going to need a sprayer for our herbicide. So we are getting close, guys. Let's see. We need our sprayer. That's under crop protection. And then let's see, I don't think we need anything quite that big yet. We'll just start off with the attachment. It does have a 21-meter spread. That's not horrible by any means, and we still have yet to purchase fields, so this should be good for now. And then what was the other thing we needed? We did need... What was it? Oh, cultivator. That's what it was. We do need a cultivator. And part of the reason why I'm getting all this stuff now, guys, is it will kind of save you in the end. If you have the money to purchase stuff, just buy it. And here's the reason why. Okay, we have all of our equipment. It's all sitting at the store, right? Now, technically, we do not have a homestead. And right now, we still have a little bit of money. I'm not sure if we can purchase any land, but we can try and get this little area down here to begin with. So let's see. Yeah, see, we actually do have enough for one of these two areas, maybe even this one. Okay, yeah, that one's a little big. And then we do need to save a little for... You know what? Let's just go ahead and do... Let's just go ahead and do 18 here. We will purchase that. And then, like I said, we are in the medium difficulty, so we can take out a little bit of a loan just to get, well, just to get the materials that we need, because we're going to need to get some herbicides, some seed, fertilizer. So we'll just have to be sparing with it just to begin with. And let us double check on the map. I don't know if there's anything in that field. We did purchase 18. And it is currently growing, so let us just go ahead and fast time while we are moving this crop along, or moving our equipment over to the fields. And as you can see, like, this equipment is a little bit bigger than you normally would probably start off with, but I have been playing the game a little bit on a server with some other people and kind of messed with some of the equipment, so kind of have a general idea of what equipment I would prefer to start with. And just by getting this stuff to begin with will make it a lot easier for later. And as you can see, this is kind of an area that is set up for you to have a homestead. But what we will probably do just to begin with, we'll just stage all this stuff, and we will, whenever we do harvest, we'll just sell it right away. I mean, there's no sense on really holding on to it until we kind of have a homestead. We don't have any storage area other than possibly put it in the silos that are in the area, like for the train. But there's nothing really around where we are at, so we will kind of do that for now. How's our crops looking? Oh, it's getting there. Yeah, the way it's going, it actually is looking like about the time we get there. Let's see, let's get the tipper over there, because these other implements we're actually going to need to buy some pallets to fill as well. Oh God, just take me out, why don't you? Farm equipment coming through. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. The other nice thing that I like that they did implement in this game is they did implement the wear and tear on the vehicles. Those of you that have played 17, the wear and tear was a thing, but it was just kind of marked down as a maintenance cost. If you look in the lower right hand of the screen, you will see two different bars just above the speedometer. The one that's got a little wrench, that is your actual wear and tear on the vehicle. That will slowly go down over time for using it. But the good thing is you can actually repair it. You can either bring the vehicle to the shop, or once there has actually been enough damage done, you can go right into your garage here, and you would just actually select the piece of equipment, and then down here on the bottom there will be an actual space, I believe it's actually X, for repairing a vehicle. You repair it, and then boom, it's done, back to 100%. And you will see that kind of effective vehicle in terms of speed and everything else. So if you're going along and you notice your vehicle's not quite going as fast as it should, just double check to make sure there is no wear and tear, and if there is, repair it, and you should be good to go. Okay, so now we are down to our other equipment. Before we go too far, we definitely need to get a few pallets of seed, some fertilizer, and some herbicide. Now these are a little bit on the pricey side, so we definitely are going to need a couple bags of seed. We will need lime is a thing. That is every third crop. We may have to do it from the beginning, but we'll hold off for now. We'll get 2 bags of fertilizer. That should be enough. And then we do need to go back one into our pallets for our herbicide. Okay, where did I see it end up? Oh, we're right next to it. Okay, sweet. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you guys that I really like, uh, especially starting off, it's something useful. That must be the wrong thing. Oh god, driving all crazy. We're still growing. Why is that not? That must be herbicide. Okay. Well, we will bring this back and I will show you real quick. So the thing that I disliked before is when you had different equipment, whatever was in it, you were kind of stuck until you ran out. There was no way of running out. It wasn't a huge issue because you didn't necessarily switch between like herbicide and fertilizer, but now it's a thing. So what you can actually do now, and may not work on cedars, but we'll give it the old college try, is yeah, okay. So your cedar it doesn't work on. So X-nay on that, we will go grab our other piece of equipment and you will be able to see. We'll put our fertilizer in our fertilizer spreader. Driving in the dark. Another nice thing now, guys, is you can actually drive and go into your menu. You can see I am still moving. I'm still moving. So before, once you would go into the menu, it actually stopped. So if you're going across a field and you're just trying to check something quick, that is definitely a possibility now. Okay, that's where my herbicide ended up. Oh, I bet you that's my seed right there. Alright, oh well. So now we have our fertilizer spreader with the 6-meter attachment. Yep. Just going. Still going. And I may have actually gotten a little bit more than I needed to start with, especially since it is one field, but seeing how it's not, we're not going to lose it. You're going to use it at some point. Okay, so now let's say, I'm going to basically use this back and forth between fertilizer and lime, right? So let's say I have the fertilizer in there, but I need to switch to lime. Before you would have to, you used to have to completely run out, right? Now here's the thing. You can actually go to a spot, and it's always going to go kind of like to the sides of where you're at, okay? So you get your trailer in position, and now it's actually going to go to the left and right. And that, you just hit I and boom. Your pallets are sitting out there, ready to go, and then all you need to do is run back and get your other, in our case, the lime, right? This will keep that here for right now. We'll get our combine on the move. Our John Deere. Now, how do you guys feel about the addition of the John Deere? Like, I'm kind of torn between it, because there's only a couple things, and John Deere to me, like, it's not a bad product, but it seems like you're buying more the name than you are actually the equipment. But I've never used it, in RL, so maybe that is a thing. But we can finish getting all of our stuff over here to the staging area, since we are waiting for our crop to grow. And yes, this game does get severely dark, guys, so be ready for that. And then we have our other, there's our other tractor. And this one, I'm for the most part just going to keep the sprayer for our herbicide on all the time. This is the one that has our skinny tires to prevent the crop destruction. Go over here to our herbicide and fill it up. Turn on the light so I can see, guys. Wow. Lights are a thing. Let's see. 18 is good to go, so we can go ahead and back our time back down. And we're good. So I may actually have weeds in this first one. I guess I probably should have moved the equipment over there and done everything while it was there, but hindsight, guys. Just hindsight. The last game I did of this, I actually started completely from scratch. There was nothing. I just didn't think about it. So let's just double check here. In our map here, you can actually go through and deselect the different things. So let's just double check to see. There is weed on 18, so let's just go ahead and give it a try. See if we can get rid of them. May not be a thing. Oh God, guys. I'll go. Oh my God, guys. Oh, we weren't paying attention. It's corn. Oh, so we definitely are going to need to get a corn header as well. But now, as you can see, we definitely have the skinny wheels, so now let's see if this works. So as you can see, it is just kind of bending the corn out of the way. If you zoom in, you can kind of see the weeds that are in there. So I think it's actually too late. Yeah. Once the crops have hit the final stage, if you have not gotten rid of the weeds, they're just kind of there. So that sucks. That is going to deplete our yield by, it's like 15 or 20%, something like that. It's not too horrible. And considering it was already planted there, we're not out the money from planting it. So okay, what we had other stuff at the store. Just go visit. What do we have left? We had, okay, that is our seed. Yeah, so let's get our planter back over here. You know what? We'll hold off on that, guys. Nope. We'll get it taken care of, out of the way. That way we don't have to worry about it. Helps if you hook up to the right side. Wow, guys. Wow. And we're driving. The other thing to look out for is with the fertilizing and everything else, you do have a couple ways you can do it. But the main thing is whenever you apply the fertilizer, there has to be a change in the look of the field. So typically, if you're going to lime, what you can do is you can fertilize first, and then you put your lime down, and that will get rid of the fertilized texture. And then if you have a planter that will actually fertilize, you can just go ahead and do that right then, and that's your that is your 2 stages. If not, you will actually have to, you can do it slightly different where you can fertilize and then cultivate and then fertilize again. Well, I guess you would plant. Wow. You would fertilize, plant, and then fertilize again. So it's the different texture, or the fertilized texture has to disappear. And get over here, and that is all of our equipment. Just kind of stage it over here. So I think this is where we're going to call it this time, guys. So if you definitely enjoyed the video, please check it out. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll be doing these on a weekly basis. This is just the first of hopefully a pretty long series. So please come back next week. We'll start our harvest and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Until then, later, guys. Oh, you can also come and see me on my Twitch channel. Notes for that are in the description below. So again, see you guys next time.